ID. Express yourself to the bees. If you live up, let the conversation pick up. If ignorance bliss, no one heaven to see. I can't get ready to flee. The common shoulder proceed. If you let it, don't give me about Jesus and maybe you see. Yeah, you rather keep your mouth out. Yeah, of this conversation. Yeah, just keep your mouth out. Yeah, of this conversation. Just keep your mouth out. I'm kidding it, conversation lit, top of relative, come quick if you wanna spit that venom. Back to the rhythm, back to verbatim. Give a damn what you saying, this the wrong situation to be. The fake news call it uneducation and playing on my youth. Can you hear my nation? No resolution for the problems that we're facing. Chill. Keep your mouth out, yeah, of this conversation. Yeah, just keep your mouth out, yeah, of this conversation. Just keep your mouth out. Throw your 2 cents in the shirt, it's down, it doesn't work that way. Get the funk out of our face, we're gonna jam it anyway. No rhetoric and no verb, I see your logic is override. This is not your purpose. That shit you were speaking is worthless. Come on. Just keep your mouth out, yeah, of this conversation. Yeah, just keep your mouth out, yeah, of this conversation. Just keep your mouth out. Just keep your mouth out. Yeah, this conversation. Yeah, keep your mouth out. Yeah, this conversation. Just keep your mouth out. Mouth out.
MyCityMyMusic.com, STL Roar. We've got Split 66 in the house. You guys ready to go?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's hear it. Do it.
possessing, controlling my mind. The mirror has been shattered, reflections to hide. I'm losing myself, lost down inside. All of this time spent trapped in my mind.
We want to say thank you guys to everybody that is listening to this, and definitely a big shout out. Thank you, Cat Muse.
Oh, thank you.
STL Roar, My City Music. We are
Yes.
eternally grateful.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Yes, definitely. We are grateful very much.
Oh, anytime, anytime.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. Please don't forget. Please don't forget. My friends are heathens, yes I know.
Episode 98, STL Roar, mycitymymusic.com. That was Split 66. We're going to take a few minutes. We're going to regroup. We're going to sit down and have a little chat. Drummer needs a drink. The singer needs a drink. Everybody needs a drink. Or a smoke or something or whatever.
Right on.
All right, how about a little metal to the pedal? Yes.
Guilty. Well, I'll tear my heart out for you, touching sound with soul. Well, I'm wasting all my time on feelings that don't fade. And I'll drink the bottle down to forget about the pain. Don't leave, please stay. I wouldn't hurt you anyway. Well, don't leave, well, let's try. I'll punch a motherfucker in his eye. Well, peace and blood, and nothing more than you could say to me. Peace and blood. Well, I've got all the peace I need. Peace and blood, and nothing more than you could say to me. Peace and blood, yeah. Well, I've got all the peace I need. Don't leave, please stay. I wouldn't hurt you anyway. Well, don't leave, well, let's try. I'll punch a motherfucker in his eye. Well, peace and blood, and nothing more than you could say to me. Peace and blood. Well, I've got all the peace I need. Peace and blood, and nothing more than you could say to me. Peace and blood, yeah. Well, I've got all the peace I need. Freedom.
episode 98. STL Roar, mycitymymusic.com. We've got Split 66 in the house. Okay, we got to get some props to some of these guys we've been listening to. Gorilla Theory, Malfoul, Torchlight Parade, Metal to the Pedal. Heard some Iron Fist Delusion, Southside 5, and, of course, Dirty King featuring Frankie Muriel. And so now we got all you guys in the hot seat. Yeah. All right, is there a leader? Is there a fearless leader? Who's the leader? Who's the main guy? And all y'all are going to say me, him.
Nope.
The T-shirt guy.
Oh, man.
The T-shirt guy.
T-shirt man. Yeah.
He's our Lars. Go, Danny.
That's right, I'm mine.
Get old Danny.
Okay, Dan, you start the whole thing. Who's who? And
Alrighty, so
I'm Danny, and I am.
I'm Danny, and
Hi, Danny.
Hi,
Yeah.
guys. Hi, guys.
I'm Danny Cameron. I'm a guitar player and kind of the founder of this whole bit. Bobby was on drums. He is another considered founding member because we had to go through a shit ton. Can I say that?
You can say whatever you want.
Okay. We had to go through a shit ton of line changes when we initially restarted this project, and he'd come over and just keep jamming out and keep it alive, keep the pulse. Then he brought Mike on, and at that time we had another guy.
Mikey!
Mike.
What is
Mike
Mike
Downey,
doing?
everybody.
Yeah,
Mike,
Mike
what
Downey
is,
in
what
the
is your
house.
job besides hanging around kids' school? Yeah, he's that guy. He's that guy. No, seriously.
We love Mike.
Actually,
He's trying to recruit new members from School of Rock is what it is.
Oh, man.
He needs his replacement already.
Yeah, bass player, you know what I'm saying? I love the
Mike,
band.
what do you play?
Love the,
Mike, what do you play?
what?
What do you play?
I think I play the bass.
Oh, he's the guy that hangs around the band, right?
Yeah. He plays
But,
whatever the hell we tell him.
I mean, I'm wearing this shirt right here. You say
You can never have too many guitars.
No,
I know.
No, right.
I understand
I got
that.
30 instruments, all that kind of stuff. I play guitar and I play bass and I play ukulele and I play banjo
Harmonica.
and all that kind of fun stuff.
Mike has been.
I play harmonica, so
Mikey's kind of our.
Mike's a little drunk, isn't he?
Kind of
Yeah.
our,
Oh,
Mike plays for himself too. I'll let him fool you now.
Mikey's kind of our jack of all trades.
Yes.
He is the bass player, however, for some of the covers that we do,
Wait. Who the hell are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll get to that in a minute. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
He's got to do Mike first, and then he'll talk about himself.
No, I'm J-Mo. I'm the front man. But real quick, he's kind of our jack of all trades, like I said. From harmonica to pretty much anything. I mean, this guy will learn a part and just put it into the music, and it's phenomenal.
Electric tambourine, you got that lined up, and the electric triangle.
Actually, we can
Yes,
do it.
yes, awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we
he
could
just-
really
Cowbell,
rock that.
and we need more cowbell.
Yeah,
You can never
I mean,
have enough
we-
cowbell.
When we come up with an idea, if we say we need it, he shows up with it pretty much. It's awesome.
That's great.
So, like I said, I'm J-Mo, or Jameson's my real name if you want that. I'm the front man.
No.
Are you in the front?
He's the guy out there with a vein bursting out of his neck.
Yeah.
He said, oh my
Or
God.
for some of my old school anime fans, a little Dragon Ball Z vein going right
Man,
there.
that's how you
Oh,
know
very
you're doing
cool.
something.
But no, so I found I saw an ad on Facebook that Split 66 was looking for a vocalist. I had been a vocalist in bands before. I'm also a vocalist in an 80s cover band.
What's it
and-
called?
Old school heavy.
Oh, okay.
So stumbled upon Split 66's ad for a new vocalist, and at the time I'm still living out in Wright City, which it was like an hour and 20-minute drive per se to get to the audition, and he even asked me if I really wanted to make the drive, and I told him yeah, because you guys are playing the music that I want to play,
Right.
and I just want to do it. So long story short, I made the drive, showed up for the audition. I don't think I'm gloating when I said I killed it.
That day.
These
sure.
guys brought me on, and we've just been hitting it hard since then. I mean, we haven't been playing long together, but for what we've done, it's amazing. We just kind of clicked, and it's just been glued since.
That's awesome.
So
Very cool.
All right,
Dude, sunglasses.
I'm Chris. I'm the rhythm
Future's
guitar
so bright.
player.
Here
I
we
call
go.
it-
His
call it
future
rhythm
is so bright.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
I'm the new guy. I could probably let Danny, explain the story.
We're
better.
talking to you, though. It's
You're
your
right.
turn. Go ahead. You got your shades. You
But,
got your in character. Come
yeah.
on, let's hear it. Come on.
I
Your
just
tux
been-
is on. You're ready.
I've
Go.
been jamming with buddies, house, basement, doing covers, and wanted to be a cover band. 2 guys backed out before the 4th of July party we were going to do. So I did a guitar deal with Danny around July or so. We traded some gear. The next day he told me the amp pad I sold him is not working. So there's that.
There you go.
The day up before a show, it blew up. Right before a show.
We're in a Mesa Boogie Facebook page too, and something along the lines where it's called. So I saw he posted a picture of his, the amp pad I traded him. It's working. So I hit him up and say, hey, how's it working? Sorry that happened. I was like, by the way, these guys quit on me, and I'm kind of looking for a band. If you got gigs up or what's going on. And then he messaged me within an hour or so and says, hey, we actually got an opportunity for you.
So you're making him work off the shitty gear he gave you, right? That's good. And he's okay.
He's putting in the work.
And he's not sucking.
Oh,
So
he's
he's
definitely worked that.
that's good. Yeah, you're staying. You're not going anywhere. Yeah.
So the audition,
How many more shows does he owe you?
We don't want that on the record.
That's a backdoor deal. I know. Go ahead.
So I showed up the audition. I brought a pedal board. Mike's words were like, man, it looks like a rocket ship.
Right.
I got all these lights and everything going on the pedal board.
Right.
And Bob, were you there? Or was it just them two?
I don't believe I was
Just
there.
them two, and we just played some 90s grunge I liked and some covers that they did, and they went outside and chatted and said, hey, if you want to be in, put in some effort, we're good to go, and it's been good since then.
That's awesome.
Love it.
That's awesome. And the guy behind all y'all, this dude right here. Here he is.
How are you all doing? Hey.
We got to give him one of these.
Not everybody wants. You're not the new guy no more. He is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well, I am and I'm not.
you are and you're not.
So
Okay.
when
So
they started the first project, I came around, and it was just, I've known Bob since high school,
yes.
and then I've known Mike over a decade. So there's brothers. They united. I come over to help with the soundboard one weekend.
Right.
Definitely love music. Want to be a part of it. Next thing you know, I got a DJ board on order, and I'm waiting for my board to get here.
That's
So
cool.
I help out anywhere I can.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you are the mama, the wife, the brother,
I'm the Bob
dad.
Rock
You're
of,
you're doing it all.
Yeah.
I saw you over there doing a guitar
Yes.
change. So yeah, I get ya.
We've
You
got
have
to take
do
care
it
of
all.
everybody.
I got to throw something in about Brian real quick. So we just were able to integrate him into this position, but I was super it was kind of a dick move maybe, but I didn't ask Chris, I didn't ask Jameson, because on our very first show together, when we had a different vocalist and a different guitarist, there was a point. And also, he lent me his amp since this one blew up, so I could make the show happen.
It was day
Then,
one.
while I'm on stage, my foot switch comes undone, and he's walking around shooting video, and I'm tapping at it, I'm looking at him. This dude jumps up on stage, Superman style, plugs it in, boom, I didn't have to miss a beat. So
The
I'm
show must go
Yeah.
on.
he's on point.
This
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah.
this gotta
Keep him.
keep going.
You wanna keep
we
him.
can't stop.
You want to keep him for sure. So where was that show? Do you want to say?
That was at Red Flag.
We won't talk about
That was a good show.
Yeah.
I mean, despite the
Glad that
venue,
we're not talking about it.
that was
We're
a
not
good show.
talk. I have talked to I'm blue in the face about Red Flag, but that's okay. You know what? There's better venues, and you shouldn't have to pay to play. That's just the way I look at it.
100%.
I mean, seriously.
And and I understand, I'm not going to get too much off into politics at all, but I understand policies and insurances. It's a lot for a local band that's been together for less than 8 months.
It used to
to
not be
ask
that way.
their fans to get a
Yeah.
COVID test, get this,
Right.
wear a mask, now
Right.
buy my tickets, now show up on time.
Right.
It's a
Wow.
lot.
I know.
So,
Yeah, I was.
that's
I
Just
was.
not
But I
practical.
will say that the last thing I want to close with, Bob up there he's great. He has done
Bob is the
everything
bomb.
that he can for
And the
us.
place is awesome.
Yeah.
I love
mean,
the new
it's
place.
awesome.
The venue's awesome.
The new place is very cool,
Sound guy's
but he
cool,
he needs to get rid of the Nazi that's running around screaming at everybody.
Absolutely.
He's really
Right.
annoying, and I love Bob to death, and I don't understand why he changed so much from Fubar to Red Flag when they were both the same. Now Fubar, you guys are pretty young, so
No,
back
I
in the
remember
day.
Oh, no, we were
I
good
mean,
at it.
I was a
but
creepy crawl guy too.
But Fubar was one of the most killer venues because the most unique one of the most unique things about it is that in the back it's got all this shit that when you break stuff or need stuff, there's a wall of crap there you can get. you know, strings, pedals, whatever. It's up there. You know, it's amazing.
That is awesome.
So, because there's not a lot of venues like that. And when Fubar was around, when Fubar was Fubar, I mean, yeah, it was hot and it was sweaty, but it was killer. It was Fubar. It
Some
was
of the best
just that
shows
place.
were there.
I mean,
Smaller
seriously,
venues
as
were
far
where
as
it's
original
at.
music, it was one of the few venues that still stayed
Absolutely.
around. When he opened Red Flag, I thought, killer. He's got two of them across the street from each other. But politics and bullshit, he had to close Fubar. We won't talk about that. But then Red Flag, now he went the complete opposite with the whole Nazi guy running around screaming. Oh, you know, but then it became the point where now he's got to force bands pay to play. And I don't believe in that because original artists, 9 times out of 10, they're broke to start with. Why are you going to make them pay?
This is a very expensive hobby.
It is an expensive hobby.
just-
So, and unfortunately, and you know, as original artists, it is so hard to play covers in a band, in a bar, but that's what's paying the bills.
Yep.
Right.
You know, because there's not that many original venues left anymore.
Well, and that's the thing too. Is like we all have 40-hour-a-week jobs, like full time. So this is all the effort that we've put into our music is rock solid. I mean,
Oh, that's
you know,
cool.
we don't
try.
have time to
Yeah.
fool around, really.
Right.
You know, we all have the same goal and dreams to
You're here and-
hopefully make it someday.
Definitely.
You know,
Make it
and,
something.
you know, if we don't put the effort into it, it's not going to go anywhere.
Right.
No,
so
it
we have
isn't.
to do what we can.
And,
You know.
we gotta thank my lovely wife for that.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
she have the patience of Job?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Kelly.
What's her
Yeah.
name?
Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly?
What's up with Rob?
Kelly, we love you.
We love you, Kelly. Love you, baby.
We love you so much you don't even know it.
She makes all this possible every Sunday.
Why is she not here?
Well, I didn't know she could come.
This is an open studio. Are you kidding me?
Ask me
Well,
that.
we didn't know we were-
Kelly, I'm so sorry. Your
I'm
husband is
sorry.
a caveman. Oh my God. Oh
That
my
just means that we'll
God.
have to come back.
Next
Yes.
time. Next time.
You
she will
you
come.
got this is you guys can come in anytime. Anybody
Absolutely.
can come in here
This
anytime.
is so cool.
Yes, anytime. It's a very
Love
cool
it.
studio.
Yeah.
And we got to give props to Tweezy, the owner. Yes, this is amazing. Woo! Well, him and a guy named Justin. Justin is the other owner. So the two of them, they have 2 studios, 30 plus shows run out of those 2 studios. So mine's the only one like this where we have all these crazy bands come in and play, and it's a lot of fun. And yeah, right, Tweezy?
Hopefully that was back.
I would like to make a shout out to all of our other women. You know what I'm saying?
Your
our
other
girl-
women?
yeah.
How many other women do you have?
Whoa!
Whoa!
I mean, I know.
Whoa!
Let me rephrase that.
Stop!
Let me rephrase
Shut
that.
him up. Shut him up for a minute. Okay.
I make friends that are of all women. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
How many women
we
do you
all-
have?
You mean all
We
of our
all-
significant others?
Yeah,
He has a lot of
Hey,
women.
when you
He
say
has
we
several
all,
daughters
I
and a
want-
pregnant wife.
significant others,
Yes.
whatnot.
No
All of
wonder
our
he's drunk.
All of our
Right?
counterparts, okay, because the majority of this this fleet here has the most. You know what I'm saying? There's Bob, and
And
yeah, right. And everybody's got children.
Daniel,
and whatnot.
give
You have
somebody
no
give him a
you have
cookie
no
or a
idea.
drink or
No idea.
something.
Oh, eat a cookie.
There we go.
Too
Somebody
much
shut
Jameson
this
over
guy
here,
up
guys. Too much
before
Jameson.
y'all end up divorced.
We do love Mike. Let me say that. We do love Mike.
My okay.
but he's just happy. He's
If
just
you
happy.
guys want to say a shout out to your significant others,
Well, I was
whatever,
gonna
go
say,
ahead. Yes, go ahead.
What Mike
You need to
said.
redeem yourself because he's over here screwing everything
I'm
up.
over here
Mike.
messing up the crowd. It's all
Yes,
right.
we
Don't
know.
worry about
Mike,
it.
you love everybody. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think what Mike's trying to say is all of our wives have to put up with our
Shenanigans.
in their shenanigans.
They are
Sometimes.
supporting you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, let's
100%.
give them all. Let's give them all some of this applause
right.
because they freaking rock. Yes.
Yeah.
Woo! All the girls, wives, girlfriends, significant others, whatever. You have to whole list all these people nowadays because apparently nobody knows what they are anymore. I don't know. But anyway, so
You can put on Facebook.
for all your supporting cast members, everybody who's behind you, you got kids, you guys got legacies.
Oh yeah.
How many of you have kids that are playing music, that love music, that anybody? Anybody?
I'm getting
Oh.
there.
all of
We're
us.
young.
So young.
I got a drum set
Oh.
for my
Little kids.
oldest son, and he's coming along. He's gonna get in it. Yeah.
But do they all
They know when
dance
the
around,
music's
they
on.
love
Oh,
music,
yeah.
music,
then
yeah.
you're good. You're good. As,
Oh, yeah.
as long as they're doing that, you know, when
Yeah.
you're playing the
Yeah.
music, you're good. So.
Right.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to
Mike.
say.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Mike,
whoa.
Mike.
You know, all 5 out of the 6 of us here have children. You know, and it's wonderful. And
Mike, how many kids do you have?
I have 2,
Yes.
expecting a third in May.
Really?
Yeah. No,
Well,
so
good for you.
I'll be a father of 3 girls, which is
Wait.
fantastic.
Totally
6
your
of us
bad
do
karma,
that.
isn't
God
it?
bless that man.
Is this your bad karma? You got 3 girls?
This is what he meant by all our other women. That's what he meant.
It's a 3-to-1
think we
vote
all
in
have
Mike's
kids.
house
I think we all
anytime. I
Every
mean,
time.
every time.
All day. Every day.
Yeah. God bless that man.
But by the way, Chris does have a little girl.
Yeah, I got a 3-month-old Madeline.
Oh my
So,
gosh, all these little
She's listening to
babies.
rock music. She's gonna grow up right.
Is
so.
she like, does she move around? Does she do all that?
yeah.
Okay, so I've been listening to Keishi. Keishi's been on the air since 1967. And I was actually, God, I'm so freaking old. 5 when it was on the air. And my daddy's been listening to it since day one. So, I mean, I've been around music forever and ever. I was that kid that was always, yeah. So I was turned on to all genres of music. So do that with your children. And,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, because music is never going to go away. You can't just get rid of it. And even if they don't turn out to be musicians, they will appreciate it. And, you know, so, and if they turn out to be musicians, you know, support them because we need more music.
Absolutely.
We need more original to make more covers.
Well, that's-
I am
that's one
tired
thing
of
that got me into
listening
music.
to certain bands that have been around for 100 years that a lot of bands
man.
don't get the airplay they should. They don't get the props.
It's true.
Let me name off a few. Zebra, April Wine, Rainbow, The Babies. I mean, the talent in these 3 bands alone. I mean, wow. People don't realize that they freaking kill it, you know. And Eddie Van Halen, I mean, wow. Nobody can touch that guy. He's a god amongst gods. Nobody can touch him.
I disagree. Dimebag Daryl.
Oh,
I'm
no,
gonna piss a
no,
lot of
no,
people
no.
off.
There's
Yeah.
2 different genres.
So sad. Guitar playing.
Eddie did
Somebody
it
move
before
his
anybody
chair
else.
outside.
Go Eddie.
I got a question for you.
But here's the thing,
Did
I
Dimebag
can't.
Daryl ever have a guitar lesson in his life? If he did, then Eddie's better because Eddie never had a guitar
Dimebag's
lesson.
dad was a
There it
country
is.
musician.
They're both
and
dead,
played
so we
guitar.
can't get the real answer.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. They're both freaking killer musicians.
They are.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just your druther. But between the 2 of them, they will always have a following. And like the Beatles, they'll never break up and they'll never be dead to me. I mean, ever. I don't care what anybody says.
That was one of the
I
bands
mean,
that
you know,
got me into
Chuck
music.
Berry. I mean, he's been. Chuck Berry used to come over to our house when we were kids. This is before I knew who he was. His taxidermist lived next door to us. We lived in this little neighborhood in Winsville. It's still there, believe it or not.
I know exactly where it's at.
Fieldcrest.
Yep.
And Chuck's taxidermist lived next door to us. And Chuck used to bring Ingrid over, his daughter, who's still a good friend of mine. So I am very old. And Chuck used to come over. My daddy made him a guitar because my dad used to make guitars. And they used to jam out in the basement. Had no idea who he was. He was just somebody else. My dad made a guitar for.
Killer.
Till I saw him on TV. And there he was. My dad was like, yeah. My dad was not a name dropper, not a big deal. He was just a guitar. He was a killer musician.
That's awesome.
He played. I'm the oldest of 6. He made all of us guitars, and we were kids. We used to sit around the kitchen table and play music, and just, I mean, it was just awesome.
You got to hear things that nobody else ever heard out of Chuck Berry at the kitchen table.
Yes.
Yep.
And he was just, and I got to see him out.
I mean, that's history. You know.
This is
Yeah.
this is in the late 60s, early 70s.
Wow.
Yeah. So this was before, you know, when Chuck, and then he bought the Southern Air in Winsville, which was a restaurant they got in trouble for, but you know. But anyway, fast forward. I mean, he had now his son Charles was playing drums. Ingrid was on stage with him. The last show he did was at Blueberry Hill. It was probably one of the saddest shows I've ever seen because he was on the decline, and they had to try to stop him from doing the duck walk every, you know, because he
Oh,
wanted to do
man.
the duck walk.
Yeah.
And then he would do a song, and God, it gives me chills when I think about it. He would do a song, but then he would forget the verse, and he would just go right into he would just keep repeating, you know, but it was like, but everybody's so forgiving of Chuck because he was Chuck, you know?
Yeah.
Could you imagine having TikTok or a phone to be able to record a kitchen jam session with Chuck Berry with your father at the table?
I mean, it was just they were in the basement. They stayed in the basement. My daddy had a workshop in the basement. He retired from GM, so he was always building stuff, and he built guitars. He literally took the wood and put it in the bathtub and make it all to get it all wet, and then he had a mold, and he would mold these guitars.
Wow.
It was amazing. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know. And because he worked nights, we couldn't play all the time, but on Friday nights and Saturdays we could stay up late because he would come home at 3:30 in the morning. He worked second shift. And we learned a lot of times we would sit in front of the TV. There was on Channel 9 back in the day. St. Louis only had 5 channels. Channel 2, 4, and 5. Channel 11, Channel 30, and then Channel 9, which was PBS, would only come on once in a while. And there was a guitar teacher back in the late 60s, early 70s. Her name was Laura Weber. And they only have these videos in archive, and because they did not take care of the film, some of it didn't fare well over the years. But it's all black and white. And Laura Weber used to do a guitar show every day, and me and my sister and brother, me and my sister, the oldest 3, would sit in front of this television and we would learn her songs. And then she had a TV show. She said everybody who was one of my students could come down here and play. So Channel 4, when I was 9 years old, we were sitting on the floor. Of course, that was when parents dressed your kids the same, like a gospel. Oh, it was so embarrassing. I freaking hated it. Oh! We would sit on the floor at the studio in Channel 4, and all of us got to play with Laura Weber. It was like a big deal, you know? Yes, 150 years ago.
No.
And that's what we're trying to do now. You know, we're trying to bring St. Louis back in the music scene. You know, back in the day, it was all about, it was the St. Louis blues and whatnot. I mean, we had, we had a reckoning. We had a following, and now we don't.
What do you mean you don't have a following?
I mean, we're trying to get.
You're talking about St. Louis?
You talking about St. Louis?
Yeah, I'm talking about St. Louis.
We got a following.
I want St. Louis to be back in the limelight.
Everybody is still trying to recover from freaking COVID because they put a smackdown on everybody.
And I understand that.
But I have traveled all over the United States. Nobody has a music community like St. Louis. Right. Nobody. Tweezy's heard this a million times. Nobody. I mean, we've got musicians that go way back. Matter of fact, I have an app. It's my STL Roar. There's an app you can download. It's 365 on Androids or iPhones, and it's music that plays 24/7. It's my original music collection. It goes back to the 70s, and I didn't realize how much music I had collected over the years. So it's every genre you could think of. I've got blues. I've got rap. I've got rock. I've got contemporary. Whatever. It's out there. Every band that has played any original music. So the following is out there because no matter what happens in this town, I've never been to a city that every venue has every band playing. I mean, if you think about it, sometimes you're going to see the same band in St. Charles County Friday and Saturday at different venues, or St. Louis or whatever. But I mean, every venue in this town, we've got all our bands playing regardless. And unfortunately, if it's an original band, they got to do covers to make some money because we don't have the cover venues left. I think Pops and Diamond are the only 2 left that I can think of off the top of my head that original bands can play. And when Diamond does it, they have it when they have a national act come in and they have an original band open for them. Right. You guys need to go to Diamond on Thursday night for their open jam and play for the guys.
Is that up there in St. Charles?
It's in St. Peter's.
Okay, I didn't realize
there's one more venue locally by me. It was at Country Rock 21.
That's a good venue.
21 Rock. Yeah. I know the Torchlight Parade plays there a lot. You guys need to get out there to either one of those 2 venues. And I mean, I can call. Well, Torchlight Parade plays there. I just played one of their songs. I can reach out to Greg and tell them you guys want to open for one of their next shows. They'll let you come in. And
do you know when the open jam nights are?
Tuesday night we've got Tuesday night is Salvatore's, and then Charlac. If you guys ever been to Charlac Pub?
I'm from around there.
Okay, well then with Charlac, they're Tuesday night. Yeah, she's one of my sisters. Shout out to Judy. I gotta give her props. Yes. Charlac is my home away from home. So Tuesday night, she's been doing a blues open jam. Ron Buehlinger usually hosts it, but there's a lot more people showing up because everybody wants to jam. So Tuesday night, it's Salvatore or Charlac or Salvatore's, depends on where you're at. Wednesday night, come to my jam at Parrots. We have an open jam, which is awesome. And then nobody has one on Wednesdays. Nobody but us. How come you guys haven't been there? How come?
That's a good question. Why haven't you?
We will
How
know.
y'all live out there? What the hell, Mr. Right City guy?
We're looking at the front man leader here.
I'm not
Come
gonna lie,
on
This
up.
direction.
I have brought up going there.
And then what?
We can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Right
You
answer.
can play.
I gotta
Yes,
give
sir.
give you the straight answer. There is a very clean cut answer for this.
Why?
A, I don't remember hearing about parrots. B, reaching out to venue owners is like, and I understand why.
I'm the
because
manager.
Like I said, I never heard of parrots. I heard of parrots from looking at your
Right,
stuff,
right,
but
right.
not like, okay.
Right.
But like, as far as some of the others we mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
contacting them is very difficult.
It's a pain in the
It's
ass
very
because a lot of
difficult.
times they've already got their
And
schedule already
They've got their
booked out.
schedule, and they don't know what the hell you sound like, and it's kind of a lot to bring.
Well, you don't have to bring all that. If it's an open jam, there's already backline. All you need to bring, if you want to bring your own guitar, you can. If you don't want to, you can't. You don't have to. We
Is
have
this-
guitars. We have bass play. We have bass. We have drums. So it's not that difficult.
Is
You
this
just
at
show
parents
up.
you said?
Yes.
You
Now,
can literally just
I-
walk up and
We also got told at another place. I believe it was 21 Rock, I think, that you had to supply your own sound. So like, and we recently just finished building this box, so
Mhm.
that way we have the capacity to.
But
go
that would be
somewhere
that would be the probably because of the gig that you're gonna play. But I don't think they're doing an open jam. They're just booking bands in there. So
we are game for it.
yeah,
We're game
you
for
should.
it.
So what I would suggest go to Charlotte on Tuesday nights. There's backline. You don't have to drag all the gear in there. There's sound, everything. You just go in there and play. Judy would love your music because she likes it heavy. She likes it heavy. The heavier, the better. So that's a plus. If you go in Tuesday nights and play for Judy and she says I like you, then she'll probably put you on the schedule.
Cool.
And she's very straight up. If she doesn't like you, she'll tell you.
Easy
So easy enough. It's all that good. But she likes heavy. She likes it heavy.
Cool.
Thursday night, Diamond has an open jam. Backline is there. Diamond has probably got the best stage. It's
Yeah.
badass. If you've ever been in there,
Yeah.
I mean, it's very. You don't have to drag all this stuff. There's plenty of guitars, plenty of basses.
Play a room.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
shit ton of room to jump around. I mean, especially for a singer.
Alright.
So
See, you're talking
Yeah,
about
'cause I
you're
move
talking
a
about
lot.
go in there and let them hear you because that's where they have pulled some of their bands to open for some of their more national acts. I mean, they want to hear you. I mean, that's the easiest way to audition, and also an easiest way to pick up another band member in case you need to replace a trunk or something.
He's at his best right now.
I can't go nowhere.
No, he ain't
I'm
going
kidding.
nowhere.
I'm
He's at
kidding,
his
Mike.
best
I'm
right.
just kidding.
So you're talking about parrots bar.
Yeah.
I played myself before, and it's a really
You played
nice
at Parrots?
venue.
When did you play at
Yeah.
Parrots?
I've been back in 2008,
Oh, that was the other owner.
right?
So we
Yeah.
have a new owner, and his name is Rob, and he's awesome.
Not
And the food is amazing. I mean, it's amazing. They have a new menu. They have a chef there, and it's just got a better vibe. So
Yeah,
And
I'm just saying, don't play us off. I get it. We're a hard metal band. We're progressive, and we do stuff that is not dance worthy at bars. But
it is dance worthy.
A really good good band, and we can do a lot of good stuff, and we can make a lot of noise, and that's the whole point of it. That's what Split 66 is. Split 66 is a metal band. So if you want to jump up and down and get rowdy with it, this is what we do. So the venues, they're able to open to us through St. Charles County and St. Louis. and
oh,
whatnot.
Redfish is the other one.
That's cool.
They
know.
did. Yeah, I forgot.
Off
about
we-
Redfish.
off
Sorry,
we
Phil.
go.
Sorry, Phil.
I mean, I would love to jump off the stage of a Passion, or rock and roll, at a place like off down this road. So this is the things we're trying to do. We are a hardcore band, and that's the thing. That's what we are. So some places don't take it as it, but obviously,
I
places-
think if you guys put together a showcase, or if you talked to Yvonne Loveland from Voodoo Queen Management? She has got a roster of bands, and you guys would probably fit well in because she travels. She's from Chicago. So Voodoo Queen Management, her name is Yvonne Loveland, and they, like I said, they have I don't know how many people are on her roster, but they travel. So they do shows like at Wild Bill's in Overland. Have you been there? It's down the street from
Did it used to be Flair's Pub?
I don't know.
Okay.
But it's right around the corner from Charlotte. Like it's not that far.
Oh, okay.
But Wild Bill's, they used to do a lot of showcases where they had like 5 or 6, 7 bands come in and play one night. Redfish, I don't know what Phil's doing. Is he still booking that place or?
He booked us there on the fly with.
That was
for Tommy
who?
Gibbons.
Who was it?
Tommy Gibbons.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Tommy Gibbons.
That was
And
a
then
few months ago.
We were gonna play another show for a band out of
600
Houston,
cuts.
I
Yeah,
think.
we were
Mhm.
gonna open up for
but
them.
weather kind of
Yeah.
canceled that.
That was the
Oh.
last snowstorm
Yeah.
that we just had.
Right.
So those were all good, and I would love to get every piece of information and contact from you before I depart. Like, for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think that if you do, you guys have a demo? Have you guys got stuff ready to go that I can turn on to people like at the old Rock House?
So we just released our cover Heathens that was recorded live at Red Flag. It's on all streaming services. It's been doing very well. But we're hitting Shock City Studios April 10th, and right now we're just gonna record 4.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping that we booked an 8-hour session, so I'm hoping we can play it and sit there while we mix it, and then let them master it within a couple weeks or something, and have that put out. At that point, as soon as we have it back in our hand, we're gonna 30 days out from that, we'll be releasing it to streaming services. That way we can pitch and whatnot, stuff like that.
So do you guys unfortunately, I hate to say this, do you guys have covers that you guys play or that you
Yeah.
throw
Yeah.
in there?
That's
Everybody
actually,
likes to
that's
hear a
what
good
we
song
started.
they like,
That's
right?
how we started, and that was kind of the plan. Was like, hey, we're not. I had to tell everybody like, hey, this isn't a cover band, but right now we're playing some covers, so people can hear that we have the ability to play our instruments.
Right.
you
So
know,
when you do your
so-
covers, don't announce each song. Just throw your originals in there. Just keep them. Just melt them in there. Weave them in however you need to, and that way it's like, oh, whose song was that? Whose song was that? And that way they just hear it instead of if you announce it's an original song, how many eyes you can hear rolling?
Right.
Right.
I mean, everyone wants to go, oh my God, no. But
Yep.
and I hate that because like, no, stop!
Yeah.
You're not listening.
Give it a chance first.
Exactly, because we need more original songs. So,
Yes, we do.
so what is your what's the story behind the name of the band?
Okay, so.
Is this a girl thing?
Nope.
Oh my God.
Nope.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yay!
Uh,
Finally, a story doesn't have a girl
This
involved.
is gonna be the dumbest explanation.
I doubt it.
Uh,
I doubt it.
Trevor Williams, if you're listening, what's up, buddy? I hope you're listening. Back in the day in high school, me and the student named Trevor started this band, and we did like one gig at Pop's Blue Moon, and that was it. And it sat in a box until Corona hit, and everybody, me and him, went crazy on Amazon and bought a bunch of music shit, and we're like, let's get this going again. So we got that going again. But while we were doing it in high school, I also, actually after high school, we were roommates for a little bit, and I smoked some weed and got stoned and spray painted Split 66 on the wall and put pentagrams in the 6s, and there it was. And that became the name.
That's awesome.
I have no idea why I did it. It just seemed like the thing to do at the
It
time.
was in your head, it's all good. That's just, it depends. People do all kinds of crazy shit when they smoke weed. That's why I don't do
Nothing
it.
violent though.
Drooling and retardation, it's really ugly. Trust me. I don't do it.
But nothing violent. Nothing. No, they don't do anything violent. So, I mean,
Not
you know,
typically.
Not
That is-
typically.
No, it was a good year in
I've-
'66.
I don't
the
know if anybody
Cadillacs,
that's
the
ever- I don't know.
Novas.
Well, that's like
It's a good year.
Sure
Danny's a
was.
mechanic at heart.
I looked, when I first joined the band, I had asked him what it meant, and he was like, nothing. And I was like, okay, well, let me see if I can find anything that resembles what it means or whatever. The only thing I could find was it was a picture of a Corvette. It was a '66 Corvette, and it's because it had the split rear window.
Yep.
So I thought that was kind of cool. So
That's
But
what I
we-
thought of too, because
you
my
know.
daddy worked in the Corvette line.
But we have
And built
and
guitars.
we've
And built
tossed around the
guitars,
idea of like making that an album cover.
Mm-hmm.
But we have filed with USPTO for trademark authorization.
Mm-hmm.
Our songs, we're trying to do it completely legit, to where we have everything squared away. Because the last thing we want to do is build up this thing and it go well, and then somebody else be like, "Hey, by the way, you gotta change that."
Well, I don't think there's any other ones out there like that. I mean, I put it in Facebook, but it comes up with all kinds of foreign shit. I'm like, wait, that's not you guys.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Well, I think the only thing Google will pull up is it's like a metal company or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, now Google has
It is a
started
metal company.
recognizing us. Our knowledge panel just popped up the other day,
That's true.
and I'm in the process of officiating that. You gotta, whatever the tech BS is that they do, I don't know, but you gotta give them a shit ton of info and then wait. So, but it's out
Well, that's
there.
just so they can stick you out there and do more marketing. Because the more they know about you, I mean, they're worse than.
Oh no, I don't have.
these
I don't
friggin'
have.
spam calls.
I don't have a problem giving them the info about the band. Like I don't have anything to hide.
Danny works his ass off. He does. He don't get enough credit behind it. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here today. Like
Yeah.
it is what it
That's
is.
true.
Danny
That's
is. If it wasn't for Danny, it would be very hard.
So how long has this band been? How long have you had it in existence? I mean, from the beginning to all your band members to all your
Okay,
changes.
so
How long have
it's-
you had Split 66?
Split 66 has been around since 2007.
Very
It
good.
lived in a box until 2020.
Right.
Then in 2020 we found a show and
Mm-hmm.
we played, and immediately 2 people left, and then it was line change. We went through 3 different guitarists. We had
Right.
to pull in a kid that might get this kind of sound. He's not a kid.
Go
He's,
for it.
he's 21 years old.
Who's a
He's
kid?
21 years old.
He's
but
a
To me, he's a
kid.
kid. Yeah.
Right.
To me,
Hey, he's a loner, hell of a loner.
I mean, we had to go through a bunch of line changes. The people that are sitting here right now have only been here since October 25th.
But it's a good mix. You guys are all got your. This is very cohesive.
So,
I mean, you guys
Sticking
can't
together.
leave. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
and
I mean, they claim like say St. Louis artists, you know, original bands only last like 6 months, you know.
No, that's
Why
not
is it St.
true.
Louis
That's not
artists?
true.
It-
Have you heard of the band
it's-
Conquest?
Why is it
Have you
gotta be
heard
St.
of the
Louis
band
artists?
Conquest?
It's a St.
So
Louis
this is-
curse, man.
I think this is coming from a conversation I told him about. Okay, at the music meetup the other day, I was talking to Dan Marsala, Story Year, and I put our contact info. I'm like, here, man, put this in somebody's hand. I don't care who, put it in somebody's hand.
Right.
And he's like, well, we try to help our hometown bands, and he's like, but the problem is every time we go to book something, they've already broke up. So I was telling him about that. So that may be
Who said that to you?
Mr. Marsala.
We don't talk to
I
him
don't- I feel like
anymore.
I'm gonna
He's
get
got
sued
too
for
much
saying his name.
negativity. It's too much negativity.
But
They
that
don't
might-
just break up. They just get put in a box.
Well,
Just
but
say
that-
no. We're
Yeah,
on a
put it-
show.
that's right.
We're on a break, man.
Right,
Our
right.
guy went to Florida.
That might come from
Florida's fun.
band,
Yeah.
like certain band, like we were discussing earlier. That might come from also venues being a little difficult to
Right.
deal with. So that detours the band, like, well, we got to do all this, and some people can't handle that stress, and sometimes it just leads the band into a dead end.
And we're actually, what happened to push us in the direction we're in now is we were stuck doing all these covers, and I think what it was is all of us were so fucking sick of it, like playing other people's shit, that like
Not that it was
we were
bad
at
music,
we
just,
started to get
you
at
know.
each other's throats,
All right.
and finally we had another show wound up getting canceled. Some stupid BS happened or whatever. Wasn't our fault, but we all just took a break for like 3 weeks, and then we came back in and we were like, let's just jam. And then out of nowhere we had
Within 30
Deceiver,
minutes, we
we
wrote
had
the first 2
Harrow,
songs.
and we have more in the pocket, but we're not gonna play them tonight. But we have enough for an album lineup right now.
Oh, that's good. Well, you should at least do one vinyl. You have to.
I love it.
Yeah.
You have to. And if you're not happy with Shock Studio, then you can always go to Steve Schindler. He's right in St. Peter's. He's got a studio basement he's got a studio in his basement that is amazing. He's got 2 drum sets, electric and not electric. And he records everybody separately and then mixes it. which to me is the better way to do it, because that way you get the full flavor of all your instruments.
Right.
And he's a great mixer. He's been around for 1,000,000 years. So shout out to Steve. I gotta give him that. His studio. He's talked to me about a year ago. He wants to do a show just from the studio, and it would be similar to, if you guys ever seen Daryl's Place, that show Daryl's Place.
No.
You know who Daryl Hall and John Oates are, right?
Oh yeah.
You Hall and Oates? Okay. So Daryl does a show. I think it's on. I think it was on MTV. Maybe it's on the History Channel now. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's called Daryl's Place, and he has musicians come in, and all they do is jam. They just jam all night long, and they talk music. It's very cool. But his studio is very kind of rustic. It's almost like a barn, but it's very cool. You just have to see the show. But it's all music more than just bullshit or anything else.
Right.
You might want to check it out. But I know him and Mr. Oates are back out there doing their thing and whatever. But it's a very cool show. So that's what it would be, more like that, just nonstop music. So, but Steve's been around forever. He's played with everybody. Little River Band. The list goes on and on and on. But he's got probably the best collection of microphones. He's a bass player, so there's a bunch of basses in there.
Oh man, Michael.
What's his last name?
Schindler, Steve Schindler. Schindler's List.
Let's get rid of that.
Yeah. He said, we're going to call the show Schindler's List. I said, no, we're not.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No. You know, he's a blast.
I might not be so good on a microphone, but I should sure slap a bass.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you slap? You could slap?
I can slap.
Very cool. Are you a Jocko or Wooten fan?
You know,
Yep.
All of it? All the above?
we may have, if there's time, we may have something special for you with a microphone later.
Really?
Yep. Or not microphone. What I
Really?
Say.
The microphone?
Harmonica.
Harmonica? Harp? Are you a harp player too? Awesome.
Did you bring it?
He can do it all?
I can usually do anything with strings, but except for violin. But yeah, I'm also gonna,
Mike
Toot-
actually used to
toot the
play for the
harmonica a little bit.
orchestra.
He's probably the most
Keep
musically
orchestra.
talented. Like Mike can
So
play
how many of
stand-up.
you can read and write music?
So I can
Is
read
Mike the
tabs.
only one? Mike's the only one? There's nothing wrong with it. You can read and write?
Right. I
You
was
should.
speak so well on
high
So you
Right.
started with the recorder back in the 6th grade?
Yeah, but well, no, like back in elementary school, yeah, it was the recorder, and then once I got into middle school, it was the clarinet, and then I moved up to the saxophone, and then I played the tenor sax all
very
throughout high
co-
school.
Tenor sax,
Um,
very cool.
And then
Did you give it up or you still play?
I haven't played it since I graduated high school. I still have it.
You know,
I'm
there's
sure if
one
I
sax
spent-
player out there that's killing it with the major band, Super Jam, Dave Farver, and he literally has got CD out there. And he literally used to. I don't know if he's still doing it or not. He used to go to schools and play for kids. I mean, he's got a CD out there, and one of my favorite songs and it's on my thing. Ants in Your Pants Dance. It's freaking hilarious. It's all saxophone.
I'll have to check it
It's
out.
Dave Farver, yeah.
Okay.
A little side deal that a lot of people don't realize that that he's a major rock star, but still, I mean, he does other stuff. So
Right.
it's something to think about. Don't give up the sax.
No, I didn't give it up. After high school, I mean, I went into the military and just kind of did that.
Well, thank you very
and
much.
Got
Gotcha.
out in 2016.
What branch were you in?
The Army.
Oh, so was my son.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
And,
Thank you.
Moved back here and then just kind of worked and life kind of set sail. And,
Right.
It's only like you said within the past couple months that I've really gotten into this.
That's awesome.
I was in that cover band, but it's an 80s cover band. It's fun. I love it, but this is something totally different.
Oh yeah,
you
this
know,
is more
so,
creative and more just. I mean, you can breathe and you can just do it, and it's like it's got a whole different vibe.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
New music has a whole different vibe. Cover music is okay, but somebody else has already done it, and it's like
You can't put you into it as much.
you really can't. I mean, you can put your spin on it, but
That's
it's
it.
still
Yeah.
it's still not your song.
right.
But original music has got that huh,
Yeah.
it just grabs you by
Right.
whatever makes you feel good, I guess. But how about you? So what's your little side thing that nobody would know? Like, he plays a sax. Do you have a little side deal? Do you collect stamps or chase butterflies or what? What do you?
I do a lot of stuff.
What do you do? What is your side deal? What's your?
I got my boys into riding
Oh, good for you. That's very cool. That's very cool.
And then we're into trucks and stuff. We've recently got into RC cars.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
How about you, Daniel? What do you do?
Do some work with him out on the weekends and stuff on his trucks and shit like that.
Oh, that's very cool.
Other than that, I'm trying to allocate my time to my wife and my daughter. Annalise, 7 years old. She's into dance. She likes does jazz dance and ballet.
Does she dance to your music? Do you play her music for you?
She don't like my music.
She
She don't like
What does she not like about it? Is it just
loud?
is it too loud or just too aggressive for her?
I think it's both, but she's like, she's super sensitive to loud. Like not quite spectrum, but like she don't like it.
It's
Like
too
she,
much.
She loves piano. She loves classical. Great kid, I love her.
That's awesome.
She
Well,
hates my music.
she'll appreciate it someday. How about you, sound guy? Besides
well,
sound guy.
When I'm not with my daughter Harley, I love blues hockey. Like I love the
Who
blues.
doesn't? Oh my God!
And then we race in the summertime. So when we're not doing music or racing, I haul freight across the country. So I'm in and out all the time. I'm back and forth. I hot shot freight. A lot of time devoted. I didn't think I'd be here tonight.
Right.
So
Really?
we try to stay busy. I play a little rhythm guitar at the house, a little bass. Just I got to play utility, man. Might fall off the stage again.
Oh, there's a story.
Oh, there's a story. It
Oh
wasn't his
my
fault.
gosh!
It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't. We don't need to talk about that.
No, he's got a broken ankle, and they let him carry an amp rack down a flight of stairs.
Right.
Yeah.
Why?
So
let's move on from that.
we gotta be ready.
All
to
right,
go.
how about you? What do you do? What's your little side gig that nobody knows about?
I mean, I got a 3-month-old now. So,
Yes. So you're in diapers and a lot of diapers and changings
I haven't done
and.
much changing. I've been pretty lucky so far.
Oh my
I do a lot
God.
of feeding. I try to avoid as much as I can. But I like doing the cooking and stuff like that. Help out the girlfriend and stuff.
Well, that's good.
I used to be a personal trainer, so I still teach people kickboxing and MMA stuff on the side.
Oh,
if
very
I'm
cool.
not playing gear, buying, selling gear all the time. Constantly on marketplace. It's like an addiction.
I know, isn't it?
It's hard.
I got a
I'm trying
couple
to get off it.
JBL speakers I'm trying to get rid of. I'm
I
trying to
finally see them
unload.
on there. I don't.
Please take them from me. Oh.
That's pretty much it now. They're just trying to be a new dad and be supportive and just make money, support the family.
But isn't it amazing, all the parents? I mean, when you had that child, how humbled were you?
Oh.
I mean,
man.
forget it. You just completely went, holy shit. I have 3 kids, and I was like, I mean, you are not worthy of this child. I mean, it was like, wow, that's the most humbling experience of your life.
So
you
much
know?
love and innocence.
It's amazing, isn't it? And they hear and pick up everything.
Yep.
Everything. Not just on the floor when they're crawling around. Yeah. So, yeah, just, make good choices and just, be a good example for them for sure. I'd ask Mike, but he sounds like he's got a ton of side gigs that we probably don't want to know, do we? Besides, vans and schools and.
Oh man, you be scared of my side project.
That's a hell of an opener.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've heard a lot. I've been around a minute. Go ahead.
No,
Scare
I
me.
got-
Scare me.
I got 2 daughters. I'm expecting my 3rd.
That's your karma. You know that, right?
3, yeah, right. Yeah. What I did in the past is coming back to haunt me.
Yes, yes. Are
Anything with strings on it, you know what I'm saying? Except for violin, because I don't like how it, when it squeals near my ear. But yeah.
Do your girls play music? Are they into music?
Oh yeah, they play drums and they play guitar and
Good.
whatnot. So it's all good, man. So.
Do they like your music? Do your kids like you? I mean, I know you're too little.
It's funny because my daughters love my music. My wife doesn't. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, my oldest daughter Mila, she'd be the one jumping up and down. The rock star music, but And when I start hitting the harmonica, my wife goes, "Oh, you got to shut that down now." That's terrible.
Well, I mean, 3 hours at a harmonica.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta give her some credit.
Give her a break. Give the
right?
woman a
She
break.
hears the
You were hammering
practice
that
is
thing.
enough, But no, yeah. Other than that, yeah, it's it's all good in the hood.
That's good. That's awesome.
So Trevor actually must have been listening. And must be listening now because
Is he coming in?
He texted. I don't know.
Tell him where we're at.
He could come down here.
Trevor, you can come down here if you want. We're at address.
Yeah,
71
7116 South Broadway. Come on down, Trevor.
He texted me a picture of what I was talking about. That's it right there.
I think your screen went dark.
What is it?
Yeah, it's on my phone.
Oh, this was this is when you. Oh, that's a pretty cool picture. Why do you not use that one? You guys see that?
Is that Danny in Santa Claus outfit?
No,
Oh,
that's when he made this.
I'll make sure to get a bed sheet on the way to the next
Yeah.
gig and a can of spray paint.
Right.
You should put that on your whatever your art is for your CD or your album or whatever you want. You should stick that on there. Be kind of cool, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
We did get a new T-shirt design, so that's pretty cool. Got that going.
Matt Dickerman.
Yeah, one
Shout
of
out
my best
to Matt.
friends since elementary, so he designed a T-shirt for us.
Very cool.
Pretty sweet.
That's awesome. Be different than this one.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, I had to dig this one up. I said, I know he gave me a shirt somewhere.
I brought a large. I don't know what.
This
size
is
that
a large.
That's
It's
a large
too
tee.
big.
This is the smallest I got.
Because I usually cut the sleeves off, and if I cut the sleeves off, there's nothing left.
We
so.
need to get something more appealing for the ladies. Like.
Well,
make
I
them
like
feel-
that. Is a very cool picture. You should do that. You should do
You
that.
need to just do the underwear, the sweet cheeks, right across the cheeks.
Right? Yeah.
Split on the one cheek and 66 on the other cheek.
There you
Kinda
go.
like happy.
Yeah,
Six
there
you
you
go.
in the
go.
butt line.
I mean,
That's right.
you could
That's
already
right.
you could just put a 6 on each cheek. It's
Yeah.
already split.
There you go.
Michael posed in that underwear for us.
Oh, there you go.
That'd be a
A couple more drinks,
He
Michael
would,
posed
he
in that for
would.
us, won't he?
You guys ready to play some more?
We can do that. Yeah, we can do a cover or so.
Hey, yeah, sure.
I don't care. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
That and then,
Give us a moment. Tune up. And
Yes, we are going to. I'm going to talk about who's playing where. Oh, let's see. Let me see if Judy sent me a message back. What Judy's got to say? Oh man. What? Who's a drunk piece of shit? What did you say?
Mike said he was like, "Why am I a drunk piece of shit?"
Why are you a drunk piece of shit?
Nobody said you were a piece of shit. We just said
You said you were drunk. That's it.
Hey, you're the one that threw all the other adjectives in there, buddy. Wow. You don't have to be all that. You can change, Mike.
You know,
Okay, Charlotte Pub Thursday. Okay, Tuesday night they have an open jam. And then Wednesday, she was doing an original night on Wednesdays with John Carlton of the band Ton. Oh, hi baby. Oh my goodness, she's beautiful.
She's listening to the podcast right now.
She is so beautiful.
Got a new fan.
Thursday night, the best open jam is at Charlotte Pub, and then Friday night, Mike Matthews, and Saturday, Kapow is playing. St. Charles Music House, Wednesday night, the infamous Pat Liston. You guys know who he is, don't you? Do you guys know who Pat Liston is? Oh my God, how young are you? You're killing me. Mama's pride. Mama's pride. You can always go out the back door if you want. There's a private patio back there. There's a private patio back there if you just gotta pee. You can't get cold.
Did they not talk about what we're going to do in July and August?
Nobody said anything about July and August. Okay, so Wednesday night, St. Charles Music House, we've got Pat Liston. Friday night is Rat Pack, and Saturday is Happy Ending Band. Parrots, this week we've got trivia tomorrow night. Wednesday, the best open jam, and Friday we've got Tim Levine and the Levy Boys Band. That's Ari and Jacob, and then Paul Brown is on drums. Kenny's and Barnhart. We've got Friday, we've got Guilty Pleasure, and Saturday, Hell and Back.
Sounds like a busy weekend.
It is. I mean, all these venues are freaking awesome.
I've been to the Parrots on the Wednesday night deal with some friends of mine in About Time.
Oh yeah, they're playing. They just played this last weekend.
Yeah.
They
we
played
did-
at.
They just did the Mardi Gras thing at Duke's.
Yeah, they just played this last. Oh, they played at. They played at Dupo.
Yeah. They played at that little place over. I can't
What's
think
it
of the name of
called?
it. I can't think for
I just
life
put
of
it.
me.
I put it on my video this last week. It was what was the name of that place? I can't remember. Yeah, I think I've got them. I think I've got them on the schedule to play.
They go up there for good practice.
I know.
And I've tried the.
Try. I mean, even if you could grab one or two of these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, if a whole band comes up to play Parrots, then I let them play at least 3 songs in a row. We've had quite a few bands come up there and play. So.
Did you guys get that from Mike,
Mike
the old owner? We were,
No, the old owner was Paul.
his brother was.
And
I worked at a construction company with them too. You do know that Paul passed, don't you?
no, Paul did not die.
Paul Brewer got cancer and passed away.
No. Paul
Years
Schiff.
ago.
Paul
Okay.
Schiff was the prior owner.
Okay.
He just sold the bar to Rob Connolly last year, the end of last year, like around October. And then Rob took it over, and then we opened up December 15th with the first open jam on Wednesdays, and then he hired me as the entertainment director, and then he promoted me to manager. And that's where we're at right now. But no, I don't know about the other Paul. That was a long time ago.
That was probably 10 or 12 years ago.
Yes.
Because when we worked there, he was, I think, trying to get out of it. But
It's a cool venue. The parking lot's not the best, but on the weekends it's all right because everybody's closed. So
you make it work.
yes, we do make it work. So I mean the ambiance is different. It's just got a better vibe. Wednesday nights we're either slamming or we're not, but you know it's the nature of the beast. You guys about ready?
Give me 3 minutes.
Testing.
We need a minute. We can play. We're gonna episode 98 STL Roar, mycitymymusic.com. We're gonna play a little Gravity Kills. Just till they get ready.
But I like it.
got Split 66 in the house.
Yeah!
That was a little Gravity Kills, but now we're gonna listen to these guys. You ready? Go.
Go.
few minutes.
I mean, we're just getting warmed up now.
We're just getting warmed up.
So cold.
Episode 98, STL Roar, mycitymymusic.com, Split 66 in the house.
Crowded streets all cleared away, one by one. Hollow heroes separate as they run. You're so cold, but your hand in mine. Wise men wander while strong men die. Show me how it ends. It's alright. Show me how to bless. Satisfied and empty. It's alright. Well, that's alright. Let's do this another time. Find your family, don't you cry. In this land of make-believe, dead and dry. You're so cold, but you feel alive. Lay your hands on me one last time. Show me how it ends. It's alright. Show me how to dance as you really are. Satisfied and empty. It's alright. Well, that's alright. Let's give this another try. Show me how it ends. It's alright. Show me how to dance as you really are. Satisfied and empty. It's alright. Well, that's alright. Let's give this another try. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's Jimbo needs a quick drink.
My goodness. they get going, you can't get a word in edgewise, can you?
What? Oh, but these guys? No, I was just trying to video them to send to Yvonne Loveland.
What the fuck? What?
What? Huh?
Am I wrong?
Always.
Wait a minute, that follow tune you had for Frankie Benjamin. Somebody give Bob a pedal board?
No.
Is Bob a pedal board? Is there a pedal board back there? Hey, I knew you were that slick. I knew there was something down there. Keep that kind of shit from a guy. You hater.
Mike!
Hey, just run Wiki Game and see.
He come out of his glasses. See, I gotta be a utility guy.
Let's pull something. Wiki Game. Let's do
I had a brew party in my glasses.
Save me but you. It's strange what desire make foolish people do. No,
Episode 98, mycitymymusic.com, STL Roar. We got Split 66 in the house. You guys ready? Woo! More. Woo, woo, woo. Two more. Play something. We got dead air here. They're all talking about what song. Are they out of songs? Are they out of songs? Are they out of songs?
Yeah.
They're out of songs?
There other songs?
Are they out of songs? I don't know. Are you guys out of songs? You need.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Let's do that.
Danny's got to switch guitars again.
Well, you're supposed to be the guitar tech, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah. I know you're holding that
I didn't
beer.
know they were going to play a different song out of a different guitar.
I don't know either.
So his next song, we haven't really like
Yeah, I would have been on it.
practiced a lot.
That's okay. Let's hear it.
We'll throw something out there. You don't got time. He's ready, right?
And Mike is on that bass, man. He's on it.
He gets going.
Boom, 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 boom.
Give us a funky bass riff.
I love you too, man.
Lay something down. Audio book, Mike.
All right, you all ready for this?
Are y'all ready for this?
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, wow. I hear a buzz. You're buzzing, you're buzzing, you're buzzing.
Ready?
Who's buzzing?
All right, here we go.
I think it's Brian.
Whoever appeals to the law against his fellow man is either a fool or a coward. Whoever cannot take care of himself.
It's
without
Daniel.
that law
Daniel
is
hit a button.
bold.
Daniel, you're buzzing. All right, thank you. Okay.
Whoever appeals to the law against his fellow man is either a fool or a coward. Whoever cannot take care of himself without that law is both. For a wounded man shall say to his assailant, if I live, I will kill you. If I die, you are forgiven. Such is the rule of honor. I've been all ears. Words been singing their music is great. Shout out to Lamb of God.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Episode 98, STL Roar, mycitymymusic.com. Split 66 in the house tonight. Thank you so much. Woo, 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 woo. You guys want to do one more, or are you done? Oh, you're done, aren't you? I think they're cooked.
Unbelievable.
I know, it was amazing. That was so amazing.
More and they're like wanting to shut it down.
We've only got a few minutes.
Whatever makes up for my crappy commentary tonight, you know.
It's not all about you, Mike. Okay, we're gonna do one more. One more.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Change my attempt, good intentions. You were not there, living in fear, but silence. We're not really that sense, obvious tears, but only will not hide you through this. I want you to know that please see the real on my sister. Winter, hide a cold sweat, quivering lips ignore remorse. Maybe I can living wasteland. You try, others you can, turning it around. The article read, living wasteland this time. You try all that you can, turning you red, but I will not hide you through this. I want you to tight, skin tight, self-inflicted, his perdition.
Episode 98, STL Roar, mycitymymusic.com. Split 66 in the house. You guys are freaking awesome. Woo! Thank you. Oh, thank you. Sailors, STL Roar. We're going to take some pictures. Big shout out to Tim Shannon. My cookies from Florida. That's where they came from. My buddy Tim. So, yeah. And we've got lots of booze here still to drink. Shout out to Tweezy, everybody else. We will see you next week.